Welcome, Crafty Friends. Annie Collins here with a patriotic card for you today. Let's go with the products I used. I used the Some Gave All stamp set. This stamp set has our flag on it and 4 sentiments. Here's our flag. It's worn torn, as it should be. It's our flag, and our sentiments read: One nation under God, all gave some, and some gave all. Happy Veterans Day and Happy Memorial Day. So here it is. It's a nice big size image of our flag. It's got nice ripples because it's waving, and it has the torn edges. We're going to use the all gave some and some gave all sentiment today. Now I've already stamped and colored and cut our flag out. I'm gonna say there was for a while there a die set for this. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it below. So here's our sentiment, and our flag is all set. I went ahead and did our background, and I forgot to turn on my camera. So I'm going to go over how I did my background. It's super easy. So you start out with a piece of watercolor cardstock. This is some Canson watercolor. And I used 2 distress stains. I used the Candied Apple and the Mermaid Lagoon. Now you can use your ink pads if you want. It's just a little squish technique. I don't know what you call it. The plastic packaging technique. So all I did was splat the little stain onto the plastic, sprayed it with some water, picked it up and flipped it over and smooshed it. So I did one color, then I dried it with my heat tool, repeated the process with the other color, dried it with my heat tool. Once it was completely dry, this is the leftover panel, so let's not look. I came in with some glitter glaze. I'm using some Brutus Monroe glitter glaze in silver. You can use any glitter glaze that you would like, even stickles. I used a star stencil. This one starts grouping and then it falls out, and I like that to go perfectly with our flag. And I just put the glaze on there and I spread it with my little spatula tool. That's it. Let it set to dry. Set it to the side to dry. It took about 10-20 minutes at the most, I think, to dry. Because the glitter glaze, because I put it on pretty thick, it takes a while to dry. So now, I wanted to distress the edge of my panel here. So I'm using a distress tool. And this one's ancient because this company doesn't even exist anymore. And all it is a plastic housing around a blade. And then you just run it across the edge of your panel and it distresses it. It curls it up and rips it up just a little bit. Now, there's another one out there. I believe Tim Holtz has one. There's others available that you can find. It's called the distress tool. If you don't have that, you can't purchase one in your area, you can use your scissors. Now be careful because your scissors are sharp, so you don't want to cut yourself. You open the blades and you just run it the same way across the edge. And that gives you that nice distress look. It coordinates nicely with our flag image. Now, I colored my flag image with some Olo markers, and I'll have those all in the description for you. And then I enhanced my stars with a Jelly Roll pen. It's the number 10 white. All right, now that we went over all that, now let's go ahead and start assembling our card. I have my card base, and I have a panel of navy cardstock, and I'm going to bring in my Burley Art glue, and I put some foam adhesive on the back of our flag here. So I'm going to remove the backing of that, and the reason why I put foam adhesive is because the watercolor panel is slightly warped, not a lot, but it is a little bit warped. I mean, I did a lot to it. I put the distress stain, then I heat it, and I did some more, and then I heat it again, and then we put the glitter glaze on top. So it's a lot, and I want to make sure it sticks. So I went ahead and put foam adhesive on that, and I put foam adhesive on the back of our sentiment. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere our navy cardstock. Make sure my card base is the correct way. Here we go. Onto my card base. And now my card base is a A2, and it is 4 1/4 by 5.5, and so is my blue panel here because that's going to cover the entire base. So I'm just going to quickly get some glue, if my glue bottle cooperates, onto our panel. And then we'll adhere our distressed background to it as well. So I'm going to line this up and press it in place. Make sure it's good. And this is why I use liquid glue, because I need that little wiggle to get everything lined up. Now this I cut down before I distressed it, about a 1/4 inch smaller. So we have a nice frame all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and put the liquid adhesive on the back of this. And I'm going a little heavy on this one here, because like I said, it is slightly curled, you know, and a bit warped. So I just want to make sure that all my corners catch. They may not, but I'm hoping. So I'm going to try to get this centered. And once I get that down, I can press it down, and then we can go ahead and adhere our flag. Now this stamp set is perfect for, of course, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and of course 4th of July, which is just around the corner. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of Brilliant glue on this, because I'm gonna need to make sure I have that wiggle room to adjust. Oh, excuse me. To adjust my flag. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And so I want to make sure I, have that. So I put some liquid adhesive. I also curled up a little bit more of my little frayed ends of my flag to give it even more emphasis on that distressed feel of it all. And here is my sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and plop that right here in the corner and press it into place. And all I did was stamp on a little piece of the same watercolor paper. I just didn't put the glitter on where I was going to put the sentiment. And that's it. I'm calling my card done. I'm not going to put any other embellishments because we have all that glitter glaze on here, and it's super shiny. So see how it catches? So it's just perfect. And now I have plenty to put my sentiment in here, and I can pass it on to a friend or loved one. All right, so again, we used the Some Gave All stamp set from Pajama Crafters. I will have this, of course, linked for you in the description box below. I would like to thank you for being here. I hope you found some inspiration. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to receive more inspiration from our design team.